Hi, my name is Vaughn George. I'm a musician, a producer, an artist development coach, and a YouTuber. On top of that, I'm also a solo artist, and for the past 25 years, when I've not been producing or mixing for other people, I've been releasing music under various different aliases. And out of all the different aliases I've used, my most successful and my most passionate one to date is Vaughty. I started the Vaughty project around about 2013, and I really did it as something for myself because it was just me wanting to do the music I always wanted to do. I've got 2 albums under my belt, and now it's time for me to release my most ambitious album, my most ambitious undertaking to date. My friends, I'd like to present to you Dark Society. Now, you may have already heard the first 2 singles which were released from Dark Society, those being Sleeping Dogs and Bottle, and we've just finished a very successful music video for Bottle. But the Dark Society album features 10 tracks, and all the tracks on this album are deeply personal to me, and they cover subjects, anything ranging from loss, anxiety, fear of loss, addiction, and things like that. I've also drawn heavily on my inspiration of George Orwell's 1984. When I say that, this album's not preachy, it's not all doom and gloom and Orwellian. It does feature songs with a lot of soul and hope and heart. I personally feel this is a very balanced album. It is the best work I've done to date, and I cannot wait to share it with you in 2022. Now, good art takes a lot of talent, but it also takes a great team. Now, the first 2 albums I mixed and produced myself, but I felt that for this album, I really wanted to lift it and I want to get a team on board. So let me introduce them to you now. Andy Marlowe, who I've worked with for many years, is coming on as the mix engineer. Now, he's going to assist me with the mixing of this. Andy is really helping me take this record to the next level because he is so inspired by the album, and that in turn inspires me. I've never worked with someone who is this inspired about my work, and so Andy is just the obvious choice, and what we've done so far I'm so proud of. Andy Marlowe's credits include Tracy Ullman, Mark Armand, Brian Adams, and many, many more. So I'm so grateful to have Andy on board. Kevin Paul joins us as the mastering engineer. Kevin Paul has worked with everyone from Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds to Depeche Mode, and he used to be the senior mix engineer at Mute Records back in the day. So he has got great ears and great experience, and I'm therefore very, very blessed to have Kevin on board as the mastering engineer for Dark Society. Also part of the team is Alex Wharton, who is one of the senior mastering engineers of the famous London Abbey Road studios. Now, Alex is coming on board because he is going to be performing the vinyl cut. Did you say vinyl, Vaughn? Yes, I did. Alex will be performing the vinyl cut. Now, if you're a vinyl junkie or a vinyl geek, you will know that when it comes to pressing vinyls, the actual vinyl cut is just as important as the mastering. Now, Alex Wharton did the vinyl cut of Gareth Jones's Electrogenetic, which was released on my Agro Monkey record label. And if you've heard Electrogenetic on vinyl, you will know exactly what I mean. And when I heard the vinyl of Electrogenetic, I just thought, when it comes to the vinyl cut, it has to be Alex Wharton. So I'm so grateful to have Alex Wharton on board. And last but certainly not least is Akos, who is the visual director. Akos has helped given me and Vaughty a visual identity. Just check out the music video for Bottle, which he filmed and edited. We were all blown away by that, and I'm so grateful to have Akos on board as the visual director. And he's also going to be doing all the artwork for the CDs, the vinyl, and all the visual stuff. Now, just as good art takes a lot of talent, it also costs money. So I've therefore set the campaign for £6,000. That will cover the costs of my team. It will also cover the costs of the production of the CDs and the vinyl. Did you say vinyl, Vaughn? Yes, I did. Now, vinyl is something that I was reluctant to do, but of course, a lot of people from my community, the Vaughn George community and the Vaughty fans have been campaigning for vinyl. You know, they want vinyl. Now, the reason I was reluctant to do vinyl was only because the waiting times for vinyl can be so long. For those of you who bought Electrogenetic, you will know it took about 10 or 11 months. It took very long, and that was because of COVID and many other factors. But I'm happy to announce that my vinyl pressing plant have told me that the vinyl times, the pressing times are shorter, and we're looking at a waiting time of about 20 weeks now. So that is substantially or significantly shorter than it was around about this time last year. So with that in mind, I've decided I will go with vinyl. All this means is that when this album is released, which is going to be at the end of February, early March, it will mean that when the release date comes, the CDs and the digital downloads will be available. But to anyone who's bought a vinyl, you will need to wait the duration of time that it takes to press the vinyls. But don't worry, you will be able to download a digital download in the meantime until such time that your vinyl arrives. For me as an artist, I just think it's an absolute dream come true. I would love to have my music on vinyl. I just think there is no better achievement, and I would love it if you could help me make this happen. Dark Society will be released in 2 editions. There's the standard edition and the deluxe edition. The standard edition is the 10-track album, and the deluxe edition is basically the CD version, which is the 10-track album, but which also features another CD in the package, which has bonus tracks and remixes from some top producers in the industry, as well as Gareth Jones himself contributing a remix to this project. So please do familiarize yourself with the campaign and just check out all the perks, with the first perk starting for as little as £1. Please know that if you are not in a position to financially support this project, you can help by spreading the word and spreading the link to this campaign. And just know that I do not take anything for granted. I am absolutely so grateful for anyone who gets on board and helps me make this a reality. And what do I want from this? Well, you know, if I can walk away with my expenses paid and having produced something that I'm proud of and produce something that you can enjoy, then I just think I will feel like a made man, and it's a winning scenario for everyone. So get behind this. I'd like to thank you once again. If you've got any questions, just leave the questions there below. And once again, thank you so much for your interest in Vaughty, and let's help make this happen. Thank you so much. Adios.